Well, let's hope we have other people come on. It's 101. I don't know if it's gonna. Oh, let's see. I had an awesome card. Yay, and there's Penny. Awesome.
How are you today?
I am fabulous.
Just
Uh,
way to be.
hmm?
It's the only way to be.
That's right. That's fabulous. Hey, Donna.
Hi.
Yay. Um, I'm I don't know what I did, but I'm shut out of Facebook and Messenger at the moment.
Oh,
Right. They let you what do they call it? Contest it, but they don't tell you what you did wrong that you're contesting anyway. So this could be interesting. Who knows?
mm.
I just got
So
back into Facebook. I
what'd
was
you say?
suspended for 180 days.
Oh,
I don't know what
you
I did either.
are you sure? Because it says on there you have 180 days to contest it.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean you're suspended for 180 days,
I tried getting in and I couldn't get in at all until after that
but you
was over.
have to contest it. You have
Yeah,
to contest it and have your picture taken and stuff, right?
yeah.
But whether they'll sort mine out or not, I don't know. Yeah, that could be interesting. I don't know. Have no idea what happened, but can't worry about that. I gotta just keep moving.
Yep.
So, so what's up with you, Donna?
Oh, I'm going to be traveling during our call today.
Oh, okay, you driving?
Well, not yet, but I will be in a minute.
Yeah, I don't know. If Maureen tried to send me a message on Messenger, I wouldn't have got it. So, so I'm not sure if Maureen's on or not, coming on or not. That's funny. Yeah, this is a good wake up call for me because too much I had too much without a backup plan for how people could reach me if this happened. So,
Oh,
I mean, I'm not
well, you
sure.
know, we call you.
I'm not, well, right. My number's all over the place, but whether they think of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Because even Ty, we use Messenger when I talk to him. So then all of a sudden I couldn't talk to him. And
Ooh,
I remembered that I tried texting him. He doesn't do text really, so he didn't even look at it. And he was wondering what was wrong. And I I remembered that he's does Instagram. So I went on, I do have an Instagram account, but that's also owned by Facebook. But I'm not shut out of that. But I messaged him on there and told him what happened. So
mm.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Right. Anyway, the card I'm sending right now for recruiting, yeah, and YouTube took down one of our trainings for send out cards because we said somebody's personal information. So I don't know. I don't know what that one was either, but I contested that and lost. So that one, they did was take out that episode though. So that's good. I didn't even look to see you get strikes with them too. Yeah, it's funny how like some people post all kind of stuff, porn and all that kind of stuff, and they're not the ones that get stuff. We are. Yeah.
Right.
So anyway, this card is the one that I'm now sending to my list of it's Avon recruits. Actually, it's Avon prospects that might join Avon. And I either got their information because at some time they called me and said they were interested, or they answered an ad, but they never did sign up, or Avon sold us the leads or gave us the leads, whatever that was. I have a big list of those. And this is the card I'm using right now, and I'm doing a flat card. The last mailing to all these people was a 3 panel. So I thought I'd change it up. And what I did was just a regular flat card and put products in the 6 squares. It says become an Avon ambassador today. I'm not switching to ambassador in case you're wondering, but I put it on here because you have to think about what they're going to see when they sign in. So when they sign in, it's going to say become an ambassador here. And I don't want to confuse them by saying representative. So on anything that's prospect facing, I have to make sure I use whatever the language is where they're going to land. On the bottom line here, on this particular one, I put the link, the funny looking link that came right from the bar, the search bar on avon.com. But in future ones, I put jointhelipsticklady.com, which is I have a forward that goes from join the lipstick lady to this. Um, I put this one on this just because it wasn't working for a little while, but I got it fixed. So now that it's fixed, I'm fixing this. And back here, I believe anything I send, I should at least put some picture of me somehow, because then it's just an ad. They're not having someone to relate to. So this is from the convention in DC, and you can see that's me right there with the big Avon sign. So, oh, we're on. Oh, Maureen. She says, everything okay? I can't find the link for the meeting, and I have been unfriended on here. uh, we're waiting for you here, Maureen. Facebook uh, locked my account. Let me give her the meeting code here. Camera, here we go. We are on. Yeah, she said OSHIT. I wonder why. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Yeah, I usually do that too. I had to think about it a minute. So what I usually do is go on Facebook, go to the group and click on the live link from the comments to come in here. And I couldn't do that either. She does it too. So hopefully she can pop on here in a second. She thought I unfriended her. See, that's the that's the downfall of always thinking negative is or thinking the worst. She's thought I unfriended her when that's not true. That's hey, Facebook. So anyway, yes, indeedy. What are you up to today, Penny?
Not much of anything.
Not much.
No, just getting Avon stuff together so I can get books out. And
Oh, good.
that I'm not driving right now because of having that procedure done. But I go in July and have the follow-up test on that.
So you can walk your books around?
Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
just in the neighborhood here.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So
Um, so the card I put up to 50% commission profit. Join for zero, no fees, no minimum. Set your own schedule. Work when you want. Major discounts on LG electronics, home appliances, and tech products. And then questions, call Lisa, and I put my number to text and my email address. And then at the bottom, which I've been doing on all my stuff, is looking to purchase Avon instead. Go here, because that way, if they're getting this, because this list is old, a lot of these names are old, they may not want to sign anymore. They may just want to buy stuff. And I don't want to miss any money. Oh, good. Maureen's coming. So, yay. Oh, yeah. So, but that's what I'm doing. And this is going to go out to, I don't know if it's 1,000, but it's a lot. It's a few hundred. I just restarted. And once I work the whole list and then I go back and work it again. That's what I do. Maureen, I
I'm
don't know.
finally here.
I don't know what I did. I usually do the same thing you do is click a link in Facebook, but I get this thing that says when I try to sign in, and I did send in appeal appeal the process. It says check back here for the result, but it happened in the middle of the night last night. And I did Google search how many people have had this happen. A lot of them have. And usually within 24 hours it's sorted or 2 days, but that's 2 days of people thinking I unfriended
Yeah,
them.
because
That's your fault though, ma'am. I already said that to Penny. Why would you think I unfriended you?
well, it was so funny because Joanne messaged me and she's like, "Is there not a meeting today?" And I said, "I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. I became unfriended on Lisa's page, so I don't know." And she goes, "Oh no, I'm so sorry." And then I said, "I have no idea what's going on or why. I don't think I did anything wrong."
But see, you shouldn't automatically assume it's you.
Well, that's just how I am.
I know, but learn from this.
Yeah. And it was so funny because in my head, I'm going, she just got my card that I sent her with her and Ty on it. And she said how much she loved it, but now she offended me.
But see, it's like when remember I told that story about men and women standing in a room and somebody comes in and say, somebody smells in here, and all the women go, and all the men go, must be you. You got to start being more guy like, must be you, and not think you got unfriended. It wasn't that. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I didn't realize, I didn't even go to that. That they would do something to you because you are the most uncontroversial.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
if you
And
think,
you know though, and this happens within Avon if you think about it, though, there's going to be people that want to be the little police, whatever it is, even if you didn't do anything wrong, they'll call in and complain about you because they want to cause problems.
yeah.
Well, could be somebody just wanting to cause me a problem. So I'm definitely not going to have some big reaction to it. I'm hoping it'll get sorted. If it don't, I'll just have to think of something else. But
Well,
uh,
and it's very interesting too because, and I don't know if this has anything to do with it. I'm not going to say what her name is, but I woke up this morning to a message from somebody, and when you do the pull down menu on your phone, you can start to see and she said, "Hi, Maureen. I'm from Lisa Wilber's Team Time Tuesday." So then I went to my messages to finish reading it, and she deleted the message. So I'm like, okay, I don't know who you are. I'm not sure what this message would have been about. So
it could be she couldn't get in the group or see me in the group or because evidently all of my stuff is not visible right now.
yeah,
All
because
of
I
it.
couldn't, like I said, I
Right.
couldn't find the link.
Because I've had
I
some
was
team
going
members text me.
crazy.
Yeah, I've had some team members text me, wonder what happened to, but that in the middle of the night last night, it must have been after midnight because the appeal thing says today's date. And it just says, it usually takes us over a day to review your information. If we find your account does follow our community standards, you'll be able to use Facebook again. If not, you are permanently disabling your account. Right, which is annoying, but that happens. And
Yeah.
Oh my
but
goodness. So what
right,
happened?
just in the middle of the night, Facebook disabled my Facebook and Messenger because they own Messenger too. Um, I am able to have access to Instagram, which is also owned by Facebook, but I don't know. I don't.
Wow.
I think probably it's just like we've all seen this happen in Avon a bunch of times where somebody's mad or jealous or pissed off at the person, and even though they didn't do anything, they'll call in a complaint and then Avon will go right up that person's butt. That happens on Facebook too. And I'm sitting there with 14,000 connections. It wouldn't take much. One person doesn't like whatever and put in a complaint about me, they'll do something like this. So I'm not surprised or shook up. This would be inconvenient for sure if all that was gone. But it does make me realize I use Facebook too much as far as like when I went to sign into Zoom, I usually sign in using my Facebook credentials and it won't let me. I had to, right. So everything that's tied to Facebook right now is frozen. So I'm not particularly surprised because I don't know how people that are genuine celebrities that have genuine large numbers of people, my little 14,000's a tiny speck. I don't know how they get around this because that must happen all the time. You know what I mean? You do something people don't agree with and somebody out there is trying to make trouble for you, that happens. So
Yeah.
that would be my guess because I haven't posted anything different than I've been doing all along. So I think it's not something I posted probably. Should somebody got a wild hair.
Yeah.
So anyway, right. Doesn't that sound like about right though?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that does.
Right. Yeah, and that happens. I think the trick is not for me not to have a big giant reaction to it. I'll just figure
Yeah.
something out one way or the other. So but anyway, I'm not going to do anything for a couple days to see if it gets solved because when I Google searched this problem, many people said a couple days went by and they suddenly had access and that was the end of it. So I'm going to see if that happens for me and keep your fingers crossed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I posted this the other day in a reel and I put a song about the bugs. Bugs are not on me.
yeah.
And I got an online order.
Oh, awesome. Perfect. I like that too. That's a Chat GPT thing, right?
It
The
is
graphic. That's
the
awesome.
graphic and the poem on the back.
That's awesome. And this is like the best thing ever, ever, ever. Yes, that's awesome. Yeah, of course, he right away was thinking, I just had posted this when all that happened. I think he probably missed a guilty man, thought it was one of his old girlfriends or something that would cause me trouble, which could be.
Could be.
But I don't think so. It's more than likely just somebody random that yeah has a
Yeah.
beef, who knows. But yeah, I thought that was awesome. Yay.
Well, it was funny because I was like, I want to send her a card with, because I don't usually send you pictures of you with him, with Ty because everybody does. So I was like, but I want to send her something
But I
because
like
she's so happy. And
I got this one and
yeah,
this one and this one and this one.
right. So I went further back in your pictures.
Yeah, that I noticed that had to be because of the jewelry, because that was more around Christmas, I think.
Yeah, so I went further back in your pictures, and then I had ChatGPT write me the poem, the love poem, and
It came out really good.
yeah,
That's awesome. So that was very nice. Thank you.
you're welcome.
And you know who I had a good discussion with this morning was Connie Evans, the playwright.
Mm.
I filmed, oh, there's
Hi,
Bodo.
Bo. Hi, Bo.
Bodog. Bodog, you want to say hi?
Hi, Bo.
He's sitting there like a doofus. I feel bad, but he is a doofus. But I feel bad saying that. But but Connie, I recorded the 30-minute interview with her for Real People, Real Impact, my series there of videos, and that's just another way to get my name out. By the way, so I was thinking, how can I be of service? That's the whole thing. And then I thought, you know what? Some of these local people, it's kind of like a hometown hero thing, don't get known by a lot of people because they're not out doing stuff that much. And why don't I try to put a spotlight on them? That's how I came up with it. I already did one and have one up for Emma Koski, she was one of the actors and the lead in the play, has a little florist she does out of her house. And
I
this,
watched part of that. That was good. I watched
oh,
part of
good.
it, and then I had to go cook dinner, so I got to finish watching it.
She's so energetic too. It's nice.
Yeah.
She's young 20s, I think um, but Connie is, I don't want to say how old I think she might be. She's got to be almost 70, if not more, I think. Because she said in the interview, she said she was 65 when she started writing the first book, and now she's on book three. So I think she might be 70 something. But anyway, she's very energetic. She wrote the play, all three of the plays, and she had said at the end of the third one, I'm not doing any more. And of course, now she's doing another one for us. Yeah, we're in a little bit of a pickle. I didn't, now that I've got connections with other play groups in New Hampshire, I think that's the trick is we need to find ways to connect with other people that do the same thing we do if we're going to do stuff, even considering like marketing, even
Mm.
considering like chamber or whatever we're doing. And the play thing, I thought to myself, I've seen other towns in New Hampshire doing community theater. So there's got to be a bunch of them. And either I'm the only one that doesn't know what I'm doing, which I doubt, or a bunch of people don't know what they're doing and they're all talking about it. And that's what it is. There's a bunch of groups out there, and now I've joined a bunch of them, and I see all the stuff they're talking about. And it's very helpful because I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, we are doing a lot of the stuff that needs to get done. I don't know how we knew enough to do it, but sometimes Kenny told me what to do, but right, but we've just been hammering it out, I think mostly. But Connie wrote the book that we made the original play about, and then the big challenge with the play thing is you usually have to pay a licensing fee to use a script, and they have companies that do that, but we didn't have any money. We don't have any budget, no budget, no money. We didn't want to fundraise just for that. So, and Kenny has this big love for local history, as does Connie. So Kenny and Connie make a good team that way. So, but you know what I thought was interesting about the interview is, and Connie's got a good point. Uh, there, we all probably wouldn't have hung around together. I probably wouldn't have even met Connie had not been for the play, because her and I we don't do the same activities. She was a teaching Spanish for 30 years, so I don't have any, you know what I mean, a background in that. Um, we're not politically the same at all, and that's what we were talking about at on the interview too. Is there is people in the play cast that are extremely liberal. They go out and picket when they have a problem and all this stuff, and there's the reigning state rep that's a representative. I mean, a Republican. There were people from opposite and really far apart on ideology. And during the play, it didn't matter. We didn't talk about any of that stuff. Everybody had the same mission was to be good at the play and have a good
Mhm.
play so the town would have some, you know, in our case, we're not just entertaining, there's the history lesson in it. But it's a fun thing to do because you get to work with people that you might not even have, because a lot of other situations you'd be working with people who thought the same as you. And in this particular case, we don't even know because it's never discussed.
See,
So
I like that.
it's fun. And I
Mhm.
bet you that's true about not just theater. I bet it's true about other stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's so focused on the mission of whatever we're doing. Yeah. So I was telling her I didn't have any idea why we even had community theater or what the benefit was. To me, it was like, well, you know what I mean? It's like knitting club, knock yourselves out. I didn't see how it helped the town. I thought it was just a bunch of people entertaining themselves, which is good. There's nothing wrong with that. But I didn't see it being a benefit, but now I do. I mean, every time we've had the play, we have lines out the door, and it's a lot of moms with little kids, and stuff like that. And then the cast, the 30 people in the cast, there was people from 5 years old up to 90, and all together all that time for all those rehearsals and everybody helping everybody. I took all these pictures this last year of the older kids who are in their 20s helping wrangle the young kids who 5 and 6. They kept playing on their iPad with them, or they were trying to get them occupied while rehearsal was going on. And none of us told them to do that. They were just doing that because they knew it was right. So that was nice to see, I thought. So, and how that involves the cards, by the way, is Connie said what getting the card was like a highlight for her, and I think without the cards, you end up not really feeling quite as appreciated as you might, because there's so many
Yes.
people in the cast. And although Kenny's way of directing is awesome, and we all love Kenny, he's not necessarily a complimentary guy. So he doesn't say, that was a really good take. I thought you did a good job. He's more apt to say, next time, bring it up a little on the end or whatever. He always talks about the correction. So I told her, I made sure every single person that was in that, like the sound guy, everybody, not just the actors, everybody got a card with their picture on the front of it with something specific that I was thanking them for, like thank you for being a snack hero, thank you for or the teenagers watching the other kids while you worked on your part, thank you for running lines. I tried to be as specific as possible because a selfish reason, when I need to go fill another cast, I want them to say that was a good experience. I want to do that again. I want to have that experience again. And I think the cards helps with that.
Mhm. Yeah.
What's your
Well,
thoughts on that, Maureen?
I do. And listen to this. So I joined another card sending group,
Hmm.
even though I have my own. I sent another. I joined another one. So I sent this lady a birthday card. I didn't think anything of it. I just went down the list of birthdays. Hi, Maureen. Yesterday I received your birthday card. I just want you to know how much I appreciate it. To tell you the truth, I nearly forgot it was my birthday. This spring, I am taking care of my spouse who is ill with cancer. It is a sad time, and a lot of things, such as birthdays and holidays, are getting overlooked and forgotten. Thank you for making such effort to remember me and to add some joy and positivity to my life. I feel seen, celebrated, and cared for with love and gratitude.
Oh, that's awesome. And just think one little card did that. And when we send them, I don't think we even know. When we
No,
don't know which ones are going to be the ones that
no.
are have a big impact.
And like I said, all I did is I went down the list of birthdays. I don't know this lady. I'm not friends with
Yeah.
her on Facebook.
Oh,
And
that's
I
awesome.
just sent her a birthday card because everybody deserves to be celebrated on their birthday. And never did I expect that reaction.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's probably a keeper one, right? You're gonna keep
Yeah. And
it.
actually, I responded back to her and I said, first and foremost, I'm so sorry about your spouse because I don't know what spouse it is.
Right.
So I just said, I'm very sorry about your spouse. I said, cancer really sucks. And I said, and then I told her, how I'm so glad that my birthday card could help in some little way. I can't remember the exact words I
I
used,
like
but
the ones that say that the birthday card is the only one they got too.
yeah.
I like those too. I don't mean like it, but I mean it feels like we made a difference.
Yeah, well, what was really shocking, I mean, the whole card was like, but when she said, I feel seen, celebrated, and cared for, that just was like daggers to my heart right there.
And that's so awesome.
Yeah. So I agree. The cards, we might not always know, but they do make a difference. And I also I haven't heard it. Well, I kind of did hear, but haven't heard in a long time was the card came right at the right moment.
Well, and you know how you always say that's the way I think because you thought I blocked you and that wasn't okay. when save that response that she said, because there are a whole bunch of people that got cards that felt that way about the card that just never said anything. So, and me and my, I'm too happy about everything.
Yeah.
I am too happy. I assume all of the people felt that way about every card that I send. I'm not even going to entertain the possibility that someone didn't want their card.
Nope.
You know,
And
to think, and so if you start thinking no one's responded to my card, read that one and just start assuming everybody loved every card.
yep. And then this is another cute one too, because in the one of the groups, they do themes.
Hmm.
So this last theme was animals, and of course I did a whole card on flamingos.
Hmm.
And she says, "Thank you so much for the flamingo card. I took it to my pre-K class and used it in my lesson plan. I photocopied the coloring side too, and my kiddos loved it."
Whoa! Oh,
Yeah.
that's
And I was like, "Oh my."
right. That's awesome. And you
Yeah,
were a teacher, so you know how great it is when you can get some free content,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, because I try to put um I put some facts in there about flamingos. I did a coloring page. I did some facts, and then I think I had ChatGPT write a poem or something. I can't remember. Um, but it just, I was like, wow, she took it to school. You know what I mean? And then I've had people tell me that they keep their cards on their desks.
Oh, yeah. That's cute. I asked ChatGPT to make a cartoon of me. It made me old and fat. I
Yeah, it's so funny because ChatGPT, when I first started with them doing me, um, it was scary. So then I had them finally, and they finally came up with a nice one. So then the other day I did something and they're like, "Would you like me to put this on a card?" And I said, "Yes." And they put a picture of me. They did me. And I'm like, "Wait, that's not even the me that we discussed 2 days ago."
They just put whatever. You know what I did? I saw somebody else say, ask ChatGPT, what do you know about me? But when
Yes.
I said, what do you know about me? It said, you haven't told me anything about you yet. So I went, wait a minute, I asked that wrong. What do you know about Lisa Wilber? And I got a whole big thing. That was awesome. Yeah, everybody should do that. Go to chatgpd.com and say, what do you know about, and then put your name, not me.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay. So that is that was fun. Have you ever used Chat GPT, Penny?
No,
No, it's just a website and it's kind of like a search engine. So it's kind of like Google search, except it seems more like you're talking to a person because they fixed it so it seems like a person more than just regular results. You can go back and forth with it.
oh,
So Maureen's using it to write poems and stuff. She wrote that poem about me and Ty. So you can ask it to write, like, you have to be pretty specific, but she probably, you could tell me, Maureen, if this is right. I was trying to tell Penny what Chat GPT was. Um, you probably had to say, write a love poem about Tai, Shi, and Lisa. You probably had to say specific, our
No,
names.
I did put your names in there. I said to it, just write me a love poem about Lisa and Taishi. And it came up with one and I didn't like it. So I said, "Can we do another one?" And it came up with that one. And I
Nice.
said, "But I like things from the first one." There was like a couple lines from the first one I liked. So I said, "Can we add them all in together?"
No, nice.
Yep.
That's what I came. I know you
Yeah.
have to get it to where you want, you have to do more than one
Yeah.
question. I mean, more than one.
Sometimes, and other times it really is spot on. Like, um, I sent you a card to bring to Ty for Father's Day, and I had it write a poem about him and Jaden.
Oh, nice.
But the first poem it wrote, it was very I want to say typical father and son. So then I had to say, and then I had to say, um, Jaden is autistic. Can you do something with that, but not mention the autism? And then it came up with the poem. It came up with the poem, and I liked it. And it said, let me see if I can find it. Actually, if you want to let me share, I can show it to you.
Oh yeah. Let me multiple. I think you can now.
Okay. Yep, share. Okay, send out cards. Oh, let me move you. Okay, let me move you guys. So then, oh, where are you guys? Let's see here. Where's the card? Where's the card? Where's the card? Okay, let's come over here. I don't want to show addresses though.
Right, because they won't put up the
You know what though?
I
I don't
think
want to
it'll
show
show.
addresses. Well, I don't know why it's not show. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go to Chat GPT. Hold on. It'll show you the poem.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it'll show
Yeah,
you the
because if you
poem.
show an address, it will take the episode down.
Yeah, so I don't want to do
We
that.
could show like boobs and penises, and it won't because
It won't, yeah, it doesn't
no,
care.
but it'll care if you put the address in that you could find anywhere.
Okay. So this is what I asked at first. I said, please write a Father's Day poem about Tai Shi and his son Janan. And it came up with, from the moment he held you, his world changed that day. Tai Shi became dad in the best kind of way, with laughter and lessons, with strength and with care. Through every small moment, his love's always there. Jaden, you shine like the morning sun, a reflection of love and life just begun. Side by side, or miles apart, you're forever connected heart to heart. So here's to the stories you've yet to unfold, to memories made and futures bold. Happy Father's Day, Taishi. You're one of a kind. A father like you is a rare find.
Oh, that's nice.
And then it gave me this one. Little footsteps follow close, learning from the one he knows. Taishi strong with heart so wide, Jaden walking by his side, building dreams and sharing laughs, holding hands on winding paths, from morning hugs to bedtime cheer, a bond that grows with every year. Jaden's smile so bright and true shows the love he gets from you. A hero, guide, and gentle friend, a dad whose love will never end. Happy Father's Day, your journey's just begun, a perfect pair, a dad and a son.
Oh,
And I
nice.
said, Jadam has autism. Can you do a poem without mentioning that? And this is the one I came with. No need for many words to say. The love between them lights the way. In every glance and every grin, a quiet strength that lives within. Taishi's heart, both strong and true, guides Jaden in all he'll do. With patience, pride, and steady care, he's always present, always there. Hand in hand, they greet the day in their own joyful, brilliant way. Together they shine. Just look and see a son and dad who love where love runs free. Happy Father's Day to a bond so rare, a love that's felt everywhere.
That's
And
awesome.
that's the
That's the
one
one
I
you
ended up
used?
putting on the card for him.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotta use that more because that's awesome.
Yeah.
That,
I mean, I think I might have showed you guys this last week, but there was a lady who's having a 60th birthday part. You know, she's turning 60. So I
oh yeah,
did,
you
and
did.
there's the
That's cute.
cover, you know, so I mean, her word search. And
So do you
so
have to wait it all now that you're paying? Or
no,
pop oh, pops right up. Okay, so that's the
pops right
thing.
up.
Yeah, because it made me
Yeah.
wait for my fat cartoon, my fat old lady cartoon.
Yeah. And then I
So that's
found
why.
this too. I found this out, and I'm sure it's in the free one too, that
Oh,
there's a library of everything I've created.
nice.
And it's
That's
funny.
awesome.
See, this is the one they did for me the other day. Now look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then, but if you come down, where is it? Because there's a lot. I've created a lot. Come on. Come on. Look at that one.
They make you look different in every one almost.
So they just make me look old too, Lisa.
Yeah, it asked me for pictures, so I gave them pictures. Evidently, I gave them fat pictures.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like this one. This is one of my favorites. I don't know where the feather comes in, but that's
oh, that's neat. Yeah, that's nice. I like that one.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's fun. ChatGPT is a lot of fun. Um, but it does take a little while for it to
The one,
finally.
what do they use? What are the people using to get the Barbies? That Barbie package. Is that chat?
I don't know.
That
I
must be
don't
a
know.
Barbie promotion for the Barbie movie or something that they had. But anyway, who did that one? Penny Price, I think it was, made that. And the first one she sent me, I was a fat Barbie in it. And I said, "Hey, Penny, I love that and thank you, but can you make me skinny whether I am or not is irrelevant. Make me a skinny looking Barbie. I don't want to be fat Barbie." So she
Right.
made me the one I posted. I didn't post the fat one. I acted like the fat one didn't happen. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend I don't know that happened.
Yeah. I enjoy using ChatGPT. Matter of fact, I've been thinking about, I mean, I'm not proficient in it at all, but I'm having fun sharing it with you guys. And I've been thinking maybe once a month,
Yes.
just doing a short little class on a topic.
Well, why did you say you're not proficient in it at all? You're more proficient than us.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm like I know everything. Like there was something I
Oh, well,
think
no.
that and it's a learning experience, but I would like to
Yeah,
share the little
you
bit that I
should.
know because I know there's other Avon reps or other company reps or even those of us who use the cards who would like to
Yes,
try
you
something.
should.
A lot of my designs now come from Chat GPT.
Yeah, you should.
So that's
Don't
I've been
wait, just
thinking about
start
doing that.
doing it. Just start doing it because there's no you know what that's like is when I was talking with Emma Koski, the florist girl, um she said, "Oh no, the chamber's not active anymore." I said, "Oh, awesome. That means we don't have to get anybody's permission." That just means we can just step in and start going again and know who's going to say yes or no. We don't have to ask anybody. And that's the same thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
matter of fact, the show where I'm doing the interviews, no one said matter of fact, no one said you should start doing that. I was just trying to think. I actually want to do a show with Ty, but I haven't talked him into it yet. I want to do a show with him, and he doesn't want to do it yet. But the one I envisioned for him was it was going to be called Blue Hair and Black Magic, and
About the music, right?
about music, yeah.
About music.
But I haven't talked him into it yet.
Mm,
He knows so much about uh, genres of music that I don't. That I
right.
think it would be an interesting show because of that. He knows more about, matter of fact, when we play Trivial Pursuit and Messenger, which I am not able to do now either. And he knows more. I cringe when the music category comes up because I can usually get the answers sometimes, but I know he'll get them. I know,
Right.
I know he'll get them right. So it's like, yeah. He knows
Yeah.
all of the trivia for that.
It's
But
interesting because we have Sirius radio in the car. We have Sirius XM radio,
mhm.
and they tell you a little like backstory, or they tell you, and it's like sometimes you're like, "Wow, I never knew that," or "Wow, I didn't know that," or
Yeah,
"Oh, that's
I have
interesting."
serious too. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that. That's interesting.
it's fun when they say something you're like, "I had no idea."
Right, right. And
Yeah.
I don't know, when I was a kid, I didn't even know like when a band came on and played, I just was interested in the song. I didn't
Hmm.
even think about the people that were playing it. I don't know why. I don't know. I just never did.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Kim, you're on. Yay.
Yeah, I'm mad that I'm just getting on because Yeah, I looked at the clock and I said, "Oh darn, it's 1:43." Because look, in my mind, I said it's 1 o'clock. But I've been handling some legal stuff, and
Oh,
that's what's thrown me off. And I'm not a happy
well,
person.
I can make you feel better about whatever it is you want to know. I last night in the middle of the night I got shut out of Facebook and Messenger. I can't get in.
What? What
I'm
did
on
you do?
I think it was just uh somebody got a wild hair and reported me for whatever because that's usually what happens. But it's not like jail. It's they're saying I appealed it,
Right.
but they're just saying something didn't meet their standards or something. And if they don't agree that I meet the community standards, after this one appeal, they just shut it and disable it, and that's the end of it.
Oh my goodness.
See, I told you you'd feel better. It's so
Yes.
annoying though, but it's funny because I haven't really thought about what I'm going to do if they don't sort it out.
They'll
But
sort
I,
it out.
but
But
like
the
Maureen
best
right
part,
away
Kim,
thought, yeah,
Huh?
Maureen right away thought I blocked her. So she's not the only one. That's the only thing that's driving me crazy because Natasha texts me, Natasha
Hmm.
Leitner, who's on my team, and
Right.
I blocked her. She said, "Did you block me?" And I'm like, "No, people, don't assume it's you. Assume something else happened." I was
Hi,
hoping
my.
people, I was hoping people would just think that I'm down in New York because I'm not as active when I'm not here, but that's not what
You
happened.
mean you're not as active on Facebook or
Facebook.
Messenger when you're there? Okay. I understand it now.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna suck a little bit if all of that past history gets wiped, but it is
Exactly.
what it is. It is what it is. So
Oh, wow.
I'm hoping they'll just get by it and reinstate it, which I'm not doing anything different, so that's my hope.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Wow.
But
Yeah, isn't
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right. I think I need to do more on the other platforms to make sure.
I have my Facebook go straight to my Instagram so
Me
that
too.
I have them, on both
Me too.
ends.
And
Yeah.
Twitter too. Twitter, I do the
Yeah.
same thing, but and LinkedIn too. I got force fed out, but everything started with Facebook. That was my biggest platform. So,
Yeah.
like when I go to sign into things, I was using my Facebook credential, and I now none of that works. All of it, including Zoom,
Uh-oh.
all I had to go create a new password and all that.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Oh my goodness. Now
I
that's not
know.
good. Hmm.
Exciting, exciting. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And
well,
the one of the things I'm going to do with Emma Koski, the one that I did the first interview with,
Hmm.
um, we're going to do like a workshop class, kind of. You know how they have like the painting
Hmm.
workshop thing with you've done? We're going to do a workshop class, and what did we have for a name? I'm going to do cards. I'm going to do send out cards.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
blooms and blessings. Learn to express gratitude through flowers and heartfelt cards.
Oh, that's nice.
that is
So
nice.
she's going to have them do a little handheld arrangement where they do the arranging, and
Okay.
she's going to show them how to do it, and I'm going to show them how to send a card.
Wow. That's gonna be amazing.
That's something we're going to try. But yeah, Maureen, just jump in. Just jump in and act like you were supposed to do it, and here we go.
Yeah, so that's what I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to just do once a month. I'm just gonna do, and I'm on the free Zoom, so I only get 40 minutes.
Well,
So
that's kind of good though. That's
I'll
kind of
just
good
do
because
30 minutes. I'll just do
hmm,
35 minutes, and I'll choose a topic ahead of time, and I'll go through all the steps. And what I might end up doing is stop the pay, cancel the pay, so that way, because not everybody's going to have a paid subscription. So if I cancel the pay, then I can show them how it is in the free subscription.
oh,
And the only thing that's different in the pay is I get more things,
it's
obviously.
faster.
It's
Well, either that
faster
or
and
is it an affiliate thing?
it's not an affiliate thing, but what it is, it's Like, you know how sometimes when you do it, they'll say, okay, you've met your limit for today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a limit.
But I mean, I don't think it's bad that you have the paid version and that you would show what it's like to have the paid version. I don't think that's bad. And
Oh,
people
okay.
can decide for themselves because it's faster.
Yeah.
You can show them that it's faster and stuff. I don't
Yeah.
think necessarily everybody only wants to watch if it's free because your class is going to be free, right? Or
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. So
I
I
wouldn't
thought
worry.
that would be, I thought that would be fun. And then I was also thinking about doing um the cards, like showing how you make the cards.
Oh, that's
Because
good.
again, I pretty much make everything in Chat
You see that
GPT.
one, Kim? She made the front of the card in Chat GPT, and she did this one for me with the poem.
I saw you post the one with the poem. That is awesome.
And
Oh,
that
I like
was
that, Maureen.
isn't that
Thank you.
awesome?
Okay, so this is the message that I got from Chat GPT. It says, bug season is creeping in, dot, dot, dot. And then I put their first name. Just a little reminder to stay protected while you enjoy the sunshine, fresh air, and backyard fun. These are the same bug guard products I use and trust to keep the bites away. Safe, gentle, and super effective. If you ever need help choosing the right one or have questions, I'm always here to help. Wishing you a fun, bug free season.
I like that. Yes. Yeah, I got 6 orders of Skin So Soft just last night. 2 of them
That's
bonus and
awesome.
the other one's regular. I
Wow.
was like, okay, I'm looking around like, do I have enough? Because I've been buying it. But I was like, oh my gosh, did they just order 6 bottles? Like,
Oh, that
3 people called me and everybody got 2 bottles, and I was like, oh my. So I'm getting ready to put in another order. But yeah. That I love that idea. So did you have to do it on Canva to do the
No, I did
front?
the whole thing in Chat GPT. Am I still able to share?
yes.
Okay,
She
share.
asked it for like a card front, and then she can
Oh,
insert it just like you make a card front over in Canva and bring it in.
yes.
Yeah,
She's asking them to do it in Chat GPT.
I gotta try to
Okay.
move it. There you go. I'm gonna move you
I
guys.
don't call it the person's name like you do because I think that's a little creepy.
You're
Oh
so
yeah,
funny.
Sorry.
but see, look here,
Oh
Kit.
wow, yes.
It did a lot of them. See how like this one was kind of, I didn't like this one,
Right.
and I just kept playing with it. Like when they did this, I asked them to straighten this
Oh
out,
yeah, uh-huh. Oh,
and
that
then
is
well, but
awesome.
look
I'm
at
about
the
to do
first
that.
one they made for me.
I like that. But why did they put the snowman up there?
Well,
Because she
because
likes snowmen.
I
Oh.
collect snowmen and I do flamingo. So that was the first one. And then I
Okay.
was like, no, can you remove them? And then we just kept going. And I
Yes.
was like, so then when they made this one, I was like, the first line is cut off.
Oh yeah.
So sometimes you just really have to play with it.
Mm-hmm.
But
And you
these are all the
type
ones.
in, yeah, she types in what she wants. So you don't have to type the whole thing in. You can keep the conversation going, right?
Okay.
So if
Let me see if I can
yeah,
find it.
because
So is that
if
a
it comes up with
subscription?
something, you can answer her or
Yeah,
it.
let me see if I can find it real quick where I
There's a
started the
free there's a
conversation.
free version.
Okay. Okay. I
Yeah.
got I got to do things free for a few years. No, but for a few months.
No, I'm I'm
I
there with you.
cannot find the where I started it. But anyway,
I'm going to
ooh,
figure it out because I like that.
It'll say something and then it'll say, does this work for you or something? And you can put in there, make the packet smaller or straighten up the can, or you can say
Oh,
stuff. You don't have to type the whole thing again. It's going back and forth with you like a conversation with a person.
yeah.
oh,
So let me
okay.
see this one. Okay.
Okay.
So like this one I said, I need a fun message for Christmas in July. So then it gave me the message. And she knows that her name is Zee, and
Mm-hmm.
she knows that I like to make cards. So she's like, would you like, see, this is where she asks, would you like a shorter version for a card or social post?
Oh, yay.
So then I say, it is for a card. And she's like, perfect. Here's a shorter version tailored for a 5x7 card,
Wow.
fun, festive, and whimsical for Christmas in July. And then there's the card.
Oh, yes. Okay. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna have to go there.
And the
And
page
then,
version is just faster. It comes up with your stuff faster.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
And then I asked it, oh, right here, I asked it, let's see. I said, please make me a card front with a dog with flag sunglasses. And it says Happy 4th of July.
I like that.
That's what it came up with.
Oh, isn't he cute? Okay.
And then it said, and then I said, can you write a fun 4th of July message for a card? So then it gives it to me. Hope your 4th of July is bursting with fireworks, full of fun, and topped with a whole lot of red, white, and woohoo. Stay cool, eat something grilled, enjoy the sparkle of freedom. And then she'll ask me again, would you like a more whimsical, heartfelt, or funny version? So I said, do a funny version. So then she does the funny version. Happy 4th of July. May your burgers be juicy, your fireworks loud, and your neighbor not starting lighting them at 7 a.m. Here's to freedom, fun, and pretending potato salad is a vegetable. And then she says, want one with a dog or cat? And I said, yes, for a dog. Hope your 4th of July is filled with belly rubs, tasty treats, and zero fireworks because woof, no thanks. Stay possum, stay cool, and remember, hot dogs are food, not friends.
Oh, wow. Okay,
And then,
I'm going to go under there.
So you just
helpful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I really enjoy doing them, but I'll tell you, I've been doing them for so long that my first few ones were really, really bad, like everything else.
Yeah, I mean, you got to start somewhere, though. So
yeah,
you've been perfecting it since then.
And Kim, you know the where I said we're going to do blooms and blessings, learn to express gratitude, the little workshop name. I got that from there.
Oh, wow.
I typed in what we were doing, and I said, I usually say, give me 10 title options, and then give me 10 subtitle options or whatever it is. And if I don't like all 10, I'll say, give me 10 more or give me 12 more.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And actually it didn't come up with blooms and blessings on its own. They were two different suggestions and I mixed them.
Oh, look at you being smart.
Well, I mean, you can do that too. You don't have to necessarily, if it comes up with 10 things,
right?
You don't have to wait till it comes up with the one you like. You can make the one you like.
Make you want. Okay.
And Kim.
Wow. Uh-huh.
You see all this?
Yeah.
The majority of this is ideas that I've gotten for reels.
Oh, wow.
That I created a 30-day social media plan for my Facebook group.
Mm-hmm.
Of course I didn't do it, but I created it. Let's see, what's this one? Let's see. Can you give me some ideas for 5-minute live videos on anything? So then she did it for my Avon business, fun and relatable content, interactive and engaging, fun and personal, creative and interactive, feel good and relatable.
You need to do those, Maureen.
And then on top of it, not only did she say that, so she's like, for your Avon business, Beauty Tip Tuesday, share a quick skincare or makeup tip like how to reduce under eye puffiness or how to make lipstick last longer. Like she broke it down.
For you, yeah.
Yes. Yep. And then I did, for the Kind Card Crew.
Uh-huh.
Good afternoon. I love the name The Kind Card Crew. It already sounds warm, welcoming, and full of heart. Let's make it both fun and successful. Here are some ideas to get things rolling. Give it a clear mission, card making challenges or themes. And again, it broke it down. And then I did, here are 3 ready to use poll questions ideal for social media.
Oh, wow.
Beauty battle. And then it told me where to do it. Instagram, Facebook, story, or post. Which look are you rocking this season? Vote below. Bold and beautiful, bright lips, dramatic eyes, natural glow, soft, subtle, and radiant. Comment why you love your choice. And then a follow-up message would be, hey, I saw you voted for, I'd love to help you find the perfect lipstick, eyeshadow, skincare to match your style. Can I send you a few recommendations?
See, you need to go on and do that. That's awesome.
That's what I'm saying. It really helped me with so much. So like I told her I wasn't a fan of pink, and then she gave me some other colors. Um, can you give me 3 beauty tips, but don't use emojis? So then it gave me skincare tips, makeup tips, hair care tips.
And I'm
And
gonna
then
need
it,
you to do one. I'm looking forward to seeing you doing them. You have a whole stack full. Mm-hmm. Yep. Sorry to
hold
make
on
y'all
one
go
moment.
over, but yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, and I was just telling him he wanted he had me order him chicken chicken on Uber Eats, but I'm like, I've got a Zoom to do. You got to follow the courier yourself, and then the courier's messaging me, where the heck are you?
Oh Lordy.
So I just went, hey, they're downstairs, buddy. Eat.
So
Um, go
so
ahead.
this is why I was thinking maybe to do like a monthly show, a monthly chat
You should
GPT.
have the Chat GPT come up with a name for your show.
I
Exactly.
should.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
awesome. What
Yeah.
a great combo using that tool and Canva and the
Exactly.
cards. All
And
three.
are you guys aren't no none of you guys are in my Facebook group. Let me show you. I know it's 11 o'clock, but can I show
The
you something
card
really
group?
fast?
The card group?
Okay,
Yes,
share.
we are. I'm in it.
Am I in it,
Okay.
Lisa?
I thought so.
Okay. I don't
All
even
right, let me
remember.
look over here. I want to
Oh,
show you
look,
something.
Facebook.
Um, right here. Oh, gotta move you guys so I can.
Oh,
Oh, look at the
scroll
man.
up, scroll up, scroll up. What's that?
Oh, what's that?
Naked. Oh, never mind.
Oh, never mind. Okay, hold on.
I
Why
thought we'd
didn't?
go see some business down there. But
Oh my goodness.
oh,
Okay,
look
so
at
look
Oh,
at
that's
this.
neat.
So see these right here? These are every Monday. They post every Monday.
Mm-hmm.
oh, and you had
I
them do
made
it?
I made them in ChatGPT, and then I took them to Canva. And Canva did them all. It's a process, but Canva made them all. And then I scheduled them through Canva.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
That's nice.
Yep.
Smart.
That's
See?
awesome.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I have so much fun with it, and I've learned a lot.
So now we need to start seeing it. So we need to see
Yes,
you.
you do, because
Yes,
I have
ma'am.
so much. I print everything because my memory's not that good, and I print everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I have paper, but you know what?
Ooh,
It's
what
like
was that? What was that?
there's so much
What
here.
is that?
What?
I don't. I think that's me, but we got to get going anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going to put this up hopefully on YouTube and hopefully my other situation will get sorted. But thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
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 you.
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 Y'all have a good day.